There's a place in the far north of the Republic of Georgia called Stepan Tsminda. It's just about 20 kilometers from the Russian border. And in this video, I'm going to show you why it's a place you must visit while in this region of the world. So stick around. Directly north of Georgia's capital, there's a magical place called Stepan Tsminda, which when translated means Saint Stephan. Stepan Tsminda is located about 160 kilometers from Tbilisi, along the Georgian Military Highway, a roughly 212 kilometer long road that follows the traditional route used by invaders and traders in this area throughout the ages. Along the way, I recommend several stops to break up the approximately 4-hour drive. The first is a quick one to be found about an hour outside of Tbilisi center. Stop in Zinvale for beautiful views and perhaps some souvenir shopping. Located on the Aragvi River, it's home to one of the largest hydroelectric power stations in Georgia. Just another 15 minutes or so further up the road, you should also make time for a stop at the fortification at Ana Nuri. This beautiful former castle is definitely worth exploring, as both the interior and exterior are gorgeous. Drive another 20 minutes or so up the road and you'll pass through a small village called Pasanauri. And it's here that I've had some of the best hinkali of my life. Freshly made in the kitchen each and every day, these incredibly delicious meat-filled dumplings come both boiled and fried and are simply out of this world. Next, you should absolutely make a stop at the Gudauri viewpoint, either on the way to or from Stepan Tsminda. Or better yet, do it both ways when you have different weather, clouds, lighting, and other conditions that will make each visit unique. Located at an elevation of 2,200 meters above sea level, Gudauri is famous as a ski resort, but in the off-season it's very popular with hang gliding enthusiasts and other thrill seekers, and these stunning vistas should not be missed. I had no idea that Georgia had such amazing landscapes, and needless to say, I was in heaven. Because of all these potential stops you can make along the way, you'll definitely want to give yourself plenty of time to get from Tbilisi to Stepan Tsminda. I'd budget 4 to 5 hours at least. Stepan Tsminda is the ultimate goal of this journey, and the town is ideally situated at the base of snow-capped Mount Kazbek, and it's considered the center of the Kazbegi municipality. Located along the banks of the Terek River at an elevation of 1,740 meters above sea level, Stepan Tsminda is very walkable, and we even stumbled upon Kazbegoba, a national holiday in celebration of the Kazbegi region, which takes place every year on September 15th. There were stage performances, street dancers and musicians, food vendors, and just a great vibe going on. It was also fun to get away from the action and walk the side streets of Stepan Tsminda to meet the people and photograph the beautiful houses and other buildings along the way. We stayed at an Airbnb I wanted to try out for a few nights, but also at Rooms Hotel, which offers incredible views of Mount Kazbek and the surrounding peaks. This place is absolutely stunning, as you can see. Staying at a beautiful hotel and has views. This is the view from the hotel. Absolutely outstanding, as well as the stunning Gergeti Trinity Church, which sits on a beautiful spot overlooking the valley and originally dates from back in the 14th century. If you're ambitious, you can hike up to the church from town, but otherwise it's an inexpensive taxi ride up to this point. Just be sure to negotiate a round-trip price in advance with your driver and for him to stay and wait for you to visit and walk around a bit. Otherwise, you may need to walk back down on your own. The town of Stepantsminda has lots of shops, restaurants, cafes, and side streets to explore, so be sure to walk around. I was able to get some very nice time lapses of this scene by simply placing my iPhone on the railing and letting Mother Nature do her thing. Rooms Hotel offers the best views in town, a gorgeous deck for cocktails and meals, and is well worth the extra price. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to visit Stepantsminda, Tbilisi, and some other wonderful parts of Georgia, along with a full 10 days in Armenia, then consider joining my upcoming Treasures of Armenia and Georgia trip. Links in the description box below. And be sure to check out my other videos on both Armenia and Georgia. These are some of my most popular videos ever. And remember, drifters, life's too short not to travel.